Good morning, Scott here. Hope you're going well. Hope your week's going well. Almost halfway through. So there's a few things to talk about today. Let's get into the charts and I'll show you what I'm seeing. Bit of action yesterday. A few things played out actually, or are playing out. So it looks quite good. And let's get myself sorted out here. Right. Let's start off at the top, which is not there. We'll start off at auto. Aussie CAD. Okay, on the daily. Okay, we had a big, strong thrust up through this resistance level and this trend line, voluntary broken, and it looks from the lower time frames. Look at the 1 hour. A very strong reading on the MACD. Good momentum there. Looking good for a pip snatcher. As it comes back down, the 1 hour 50 is not too far behind. So the reason I have caution here is because of you're taking Elliott wave on the daily, wave 1, wave 2, big wave 3, wave 4, and this is wave 5. Now, if I do a fib extension on the wave 3, we know that that should only go to recent highs or 0.618, which is already reached. So that's looking a little bit like we don't want to push it too far if we want to take the trade at all. Elliott wave on the 1 hour. Do we have anything? What do we have? Down here. Big wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. It's been wave 4 and wave 5. So yes, it could still be a good trade, but we don't want to go past recent highs. So let's be aware of that. That's why, although we have an ACBB here, like the IBO, but with 4 hour 50 behind us, the fibs aren't too bad, but there's not really any room beyond. If you're not going to trade beyond recent highs, then there's no room for the ACB. The best thing would be the pip snatcher. Pip snatcher just into the pivot and a quick 1-to-1. So that's one to look out for. It looks pretty good. Oh, I haven't cleaned this up, haven't I? Let me just quickly clean that up. Right, next one, CAD Yen. So I've seen the CAD was a big move yesterday. In wheat is very weak. Right. So we've got this downtrend. Wave 1, 2, possibly wave 3. We've hit this level here, which are these highs. So it's and also tested it down here as well. That's a pretty strong level. Just testing that right now. Let's see what so we're looking for some bearish pressure to continue. Just got to be aware of that support level. Right, on the 1 hour chart, what do we have? We have it breaking down from the 4 hour 50 up here and through the 1 hour 50. It's been trending down through the 1 hour 50. That looks like a good pip snatcher. Until we do a bit of checking, let's look at the trend line. Quick trend line in here. Best is it was somewhere around there. Trend line's okay. 1 hour 50 is quite a long way behind, and we're already it's already pulled back to the pivot pretty much. So that doesn't look so good. So I guess it's accelerated too far, like a blow off bottom before it retraces. And then of course the big test is the MACD. So the MACD, although it does a reset here, back on this pullback here, we'll be above the 0 line. The recent low is much higher than the MACD. So that's a MACD divergence. So I would not take that trade for that reason. So that goes into out of my list. So let's Swiss yen, see if that's any better. We're kind of going sideways for a few weeks. We've had a bearish pressure for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. With a break through the daily 50, which is pretty good. Hopefully get some more bearish pressure to continue. Notice again, we've got this level here, which it was trying to break through for quite a while. Oh, actually, it was actually support for quite a while. Support, 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 and back down again. It was wicked again here. So maybe that's a strong level to be aware of. Where we're at right now. I should really put that in that down here. Okay, so we'll have a look at the 1 hour chart, so what that gives us. Okay, strong downtrend, breaking through the daily 50, which is my green line. Putting back to the hourly 51s twice. And breaking down very strongly last night. It gave us, oh, it doesn't matter. Okay, so working through, big run down. Now the MACD, although this low is higher than this low, we have had a reset here since. It's gone above the 0 line. So since then, this low and this low are in unison, lower lows. So that's looking pretty good. Fall back to the pivot. 1 it's not too far behind. That could be, it's not really the best trending at the moment, but that's certainly low volume for the last few hours, or for the last hour or two. But hopefully you'll pick yourself up and just do a nice retest. That could be a test of the lows for a pip snatcher short, and that looks okay. I wouldn't say it's amazing. It does look okay. So we've got a trend line, always good for trend lines. There we go, it's a nice trend line there. And it follows the 1 hour 50, so that's looking pretty good as far as that's concerned. No reason not to like that one. Unless, of course, you count this MACD divergence from way back here. Like I said, we've had a reset. So Swiss yen looks okay for pip snatcher. Euro dollar. Right. Looking for the breakdown yesterday, and it did. Not very convincing on the daily, but the 1 hour, we did see a retest of the 1 hour 50. Although it's very messy, up and down a lot. It held, and if you're still in that position, you'll be doing okay. But the 4 hour 50, and now it's looking to go a bit lower. So what we need to see now is a CBO. CBO wants to break a bit lower first, so the fibs line up. Breaks down to here, but here, pulls back. Euro dollar anytime, but probably going to happen in the big volume times in about 8 or 9 hours. Plenty of time to pull down, pull back to the pivot. So the pivots here as well as the 382. 1 hour 50 of time to catch up. So it could be a good one for later on. We'll wait and see. Pound dollar. Again, was the birthday yesterday, and it didn't really happen. A bit messy. Breaking the bearish action again today on the pullback. I think we've got to make. Oh no, there's no MACD divergence here, so that's not in our favour. But let's see what the price action is doing on the 1 hour. So we've had a breakdown, lower highs, lower lows. Break the 1 hour 50. Retest. It did work out okay. That could have been a trade. It was something we talked about yesterday. It's played out quite well. That's looking very messy. Now we've got to break the 4 hour 50, and just breaking through it. We need to come down to about here somewhere, pull back, give us a nice entry with our 382 fib. 1 hour 50's got some catching up to do, and then we can trade that down to day 20. So that's looking like it could be a nice trade later on. Off the 1 hour 50, just breaks down, 1 hour 50 catches that. So keep an eye on that one, it's pretty good. Dollar CAD. Looking for it to reverse here, you never did, and then yesterday had a very bullish day. So strong day, maybe we get some more bullish action here today. Let's see what the 1 hour's doing. So as you see, a strong break up, looking pretty good. And what we've got MACD wise, well, we had to test this trend line that held really well, and just give it a lot of momentum. The dog's going nuts, so that's in. But there's a good pitch snatcher on here, so that's how to consider. Got trend line, which is maybe a bit low, maybe it's a bit of a blow off top, so maybe it's something to consider. Not the prettiest or the smoothest of trends. The pitch snatcher is still on. The 1 hour 50 is looking pretty good. It might just come back, test down, and give us a quick 1-to-1. So I like the look of that one. That's kind of coming next 3 or 4 hours probably. Dollar CAD, working to the daily 50, looking very bullish at the moment. A few days of bullish action. We've got a wave 1, 2, this is the wave 3. We can do a wave, a fib extension on our wave 1. Pull back. So it's almost reached 1.272 already. So maybe not too much more to go, but a little bit of room to the upside. And on the hourly chart, we have reset last night, just about down to the zero. Big run up. Looks like a possible pip snatcher. 1 hour 50 has got a big catching up to do. Yeah, dollar CAD, another 8 hours or so before that lines up. So maybe we'll get a bit of up and a down as the 1 hour 50 catches up. That could be one for later on. Let's look at dollar Swiss. Again, we've had some bullish action in the last few days off this double bottom. That's good. A bit more room to daily 20, daily 50. So we're looking for a bullish day today. Here on the 1 hour chart, we've got wave 1, wave 2. This is wave 3. This will be wave 4 pullback and a wave 5. That looks nice. 1 hour 50 is catching up to 4 hour 50 very well. That's pretty good. Fibs, not ideal. If we go from this one down here, depends where, of course, it goes. Silly thing down here, down. Oh, that's stuck on. Okay. So the fib from the bottom, from down here, unless it goes a bit higher. Of course, if it goes a little bit higher the next few hours, that'd be good. And then pulls back. It could be lining up there for a CBO, with CBO, because it broke in the 4 hour 50. Nice clean break if it pulls back here. So it does go a bit higher, pulls back. We can do a fib from there, pulls back very soon. This is dollar Swiss. This won't happen for another 8 hours, so there's plenty of time. So if we do a fib from the lower one, which is the one that broke the 4 hour 50, then it might have to go much higher. We can even just where it is now, just a little bit higher, pull back in 8 hours. That could be a nice little CBO. So I like the look at that. We'll see how it plays out during the day. And that's all the ones that are set up right this moment. There's a few more which are possibly setting up later today. So CAD Swiss, it's been a bit not sure what it's doing for a while, but it seems to have found a bottom now. Got this lovely long-legged doji, I think they call this, from yesterday, and this level is pretty strong looking back. We've got some good rejections up here on the month. Go back and do your due diligence on that one. Looks like a pretty strong level to me. And lines everywhere. Let's get rid of those. So what I'm thinking here, we've got 3 lower lows on the price action, 3 higher lows on the MACD. Although they're both reset, they both really haven't come to much. So it looks like it's going to reverse, but we need to see some proof. We need some higher highs and higher lows. IBO is set up here. That won't give us, we'll give us maybe high, depending if this pulls back a little bit. So we want to see a break of the 1 hour 50, break up here, so it doesn't go quite that high, but anything like a good break, retest the 1 hour 50, then we can trade that higher. So it could be one for later on today. Keep an eye on that. I'm out of order. Can't have that. Okay, Aussie Kiwi. Oh, look at this one forever, it seems. Been going sideways on this very strong level. Doesn't want to break down, doesn't want to break up. It just likes sitting there. 1 hour, very sideways. So again, wait for the break of the 4 hour 50 to show we've got some real bullish strength, and then we can trade that up. After that, we'll break down to lows and do a retest and give us a short trade. So we'll see what happens on that one. Last one we've got here is dollar yen. Again, a strong level which is not being broken. This is high from here, and it's been trying to break it for quite a while. Nothing happening, just going sideways. On the 1 hour chart, we have, could be a head and shoulders developing. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, neckline. Line's down there, I guess. Neckline is back here somewhere, which is now broken. Just broken the 1 hour 50. So if it trades up, Pull back to the 1 hour 50, that could give us a nice little IBO long. And A or B could be a C, if it hits the 4 hour 50. A or B, we've got a lower, we will get a higher high. We've already got a higher low, so that'll be an IBO A. So there we go. Actually, there's quite a few there, which are looking pretty okay for today. Good luck in the markets. Watch out for the news. NFP week, so some big news around today, tomorrow, and Friday. All the best. I'll catch you tomorrow. See you then. Oh, if you're not a member of ProTrader, then look in the description. Go to scottprotrader.com to sign up for 3 hours of free trading information and details on a strategy that we use, a swing trading strategy, and there'll be a nice offer in there as well for you as well. So check that out if you're interested in doing this for a profession to change your life. Okay, see you tomorrow.